Hey ladies, Jody Demling crashing the party. He's back to talk a little Derby contenders with me. We've seen 3 scratches so far in Silent Tactic, Full Effort, and Right to Party. What do those scratches do to the pace of tomorrow's race?
Well, I think Right to Party would have probably been forwardly placed anyway, but maybe not right up on the pace. But I think that's the one this morning when Right to Party scratched, Robusta draws in. I think Robusta is, there's no question about it, a speed horse. Doug O'Neill, he now has 2 horses with Pavlovian, and I think Robusta is going to push the pace. I think he's going to affect the way this race is run. I believe now it goes from a pretty fast pace to a really fast pace. I still don't know that somebody's going to get loose, like Summer Is Tomorrow did a couple of years ago, but this is going to make it a fast pace, and Robusta affects that. Now, to be clear, there was one other horse on the also eligible list. We had 4. 3 of them got in. The other one, Corona de Oro from Dallas Stewart's barn, that's over now. He's not able to draw in. So if someone scratches between now and tomorrow night when the race starts, that horse doesn't draw in. It's over with.
Go ahead and give me your pick while we have a minute, because everyone's always wondering, with your success rate that you've had with your top contenders, who are you going with this year?
It's hard because I don't know that I'm going to be able to do it. It's such a difficult one, and my pick has finished in the top 3 6 years in a row. It's that's a good streak. I'll take top 3. If I can get top 3 with this one this year, I'm picking Chief Wallaby. I just think I get the vibes from Bill Mott and from that barn like we kind of got them last year. And no, it's not every day, because every day Chief Wallaby comes and stands right in front of us and does his business and then looks around and takes off. But I just think he looks really good. And I think when they put the blinkers on him for this race, he's going to make it up on Commandment, and he's going to make it up on the Puma. I love Commandment. I love Further Ado. And I really also, I think you got to like the Puma. But I think Chief Wallaby is going to be the horse to win it in the end.
Bill Mott looking for that repeat. Lightly raced horse isn't the only one. Emerging Market also with just 2 starts. How has that trend made its way into the industry, with maybe leaning more towards on little experience compared to pretty experience?
It's crazy. Pavlovian is the most experienced horse with 10 races, and I look back at the 1999, and I believe there was just one that had fewer than 10. You know what I mean? So it's just the way it is, and that's the way that they're doing. They're taking their time with horses now. They're being careful, and there's so much more money involved in the breeding and everything else. They're just being careful and doing that. And I don't know that it's a bad thing. 1883 is a long time for Emerging Market to win. That's the last time a horse has won with 2 previous starts. That's a long time, but it's not a big sample size because there's very few who have tried it. I do like Emerging Market, and I probably would have picked him if he had a 3rd race. But it's just those 2. It just really, you kind of have to look at it and go, man, is this horse, can he really do it?
You never know with the chaos of the Kentucky Derby. Jody, thanks for taking the time.
Yep, thank you.